Greetings, gamer guys and gals. Welcome to part number 5 of my Let's Play Fire Emblem 5 Thracia 776. And in today's episode, we are going to be moving forward with Kerberos Gate. First and foremost, I always like putting Ocean over here to take care of these 3 units. I also like doing a bit of a rescue strategy, again, with Leaf. It just makes a lot of sense in my opinion. Halvin, let's see. Halvin wants to give you the torch there. Actually, you know what we could do? We are going to... Actually, you know what? We kind of need all these weapons on Dagdar for the time being. Just for the time being. We shall see what we do later. Let's go ahead and rescue. I don't think... Yeah, Tanya can't. Ronan can. That's nice. Finn is out of reach. Let's see. Yeah, we have to be careful about how we go about this. We're going to take, and then we're going to take and drop Leaf with Ronan. And there we go. He moved up several spaces more than he definitely should have, which is very nice. I appreciate being able to do stuff like that. I think it's cool. I don't think it's necessary, but it does help. In the grand scheme of things, all it did was make Leaf a turn closer to finishing this chapter, which is good. I'm not exactly trying to low turn count this game, but it's still useful to do things in a timely, speedily manner, efficient manner, I guess you would put it. Very nice. Ocean is growing incredibly. Last several times I played this game, Ocean found himself very horribly RNG messed up on his growth rates. And there we go. That's another level up for Ocean. Ocean's only going to be able to fight these 3 enemies, so it's not like this is a big deal that he's gaining so much experience points from them. I do actually believe they're higher level too, sort of like the whole situation with them with that one unit in the first chapter. I could be wrong about that. We could check right now. Level 10. No, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Nope. Nope, they're all level 10. All around level 10, so I was a bit wrong about that. Doesn't particularly matter. So we are actually KOing this guy in 2 hits, as long as we hit. And we did. Awesome. Ocean pulling his weight. That's what we would hope for in our party, is that we have nothing but units pulling all of their weight. Let's see. Dagdar and Avel, I think I want them up close as much as possible. We can put Leaf here. No, I don't want Leaf there, actually. We could put Ronan here. I think that's what we will do. And we will also put Finn here. I'm kind of particular about my movements in these early chapters, because it just makes sense to be smart with what you're doing. Would be nice if we could have baited that guy out this turn, but oh well. And that's our turn. A lot of moving towards the enemies, not a lot of doing much of anything at this current moment. Seems kind of boring a little bit, but it's really... So, Thracia does this thing where Kaga is trying to tell a story through gameplay. And, you know, heading your way up to this daunting fortress, fighting through these swaths of enemies, is part of that, in my humble opinion. Alright, Avel, you keep on keeping on with that dodging. Alright, so what we have to do here, very importantly, is we actually need to take out one of these archers that's in our way. Very nice. Save those Brave Lance uses. We've said it before, and I'll say it again, it's not totally necessary, but it's fine when it happens. I appreciate it. And man, what's up with my character's levels? Very good. Alright, so we're going to open this door here. We're also going to use the hammer on this guy here. It sounds kind of weird, but it's... Well, actually, that didn't matter. The knight that we're about to fight to the right has... he has a bow. He doesn't even have, like, a one-range weapon. Alright, so we can finish this guy off. We're only doing 6 damage, but we're doing it twice. Plus, we have a chance of Adept, which we did. We pulled off an Adept. Didn't need it had Ronan actually hit. But thanks for finishing that guy off, Ronan. Less I have to worry about later. Alright, so... Ooh, and a movement star. So we're going to just chip this guy just a little bit, and then finish him off with a combination of Tanya and Ronan. If we need Tanya, because that little bit of damage right there should help us finish this guy off with Ronan. And then he misses. No Adept either. Alright. She's doing just enough damage here. 5 damage exactly. Nice. Good job, Tanya. And that's another level for her. She is at level 4. Not that great of a level up. And we can attack this guy with Marty. Hopefully we hit, and we missed. Oh, well, it's one of those things. Marty is not that reliable. But we can attack him with Halvin. We're actually 2-hit KOing him. Very nice. And what we can do here, we can take that steel axe and that iron sword. We can trade that over to Halvin, because Marty is no longer going to need it. And we're also going to heal up Halvin. Alright, we did not miss. We could have. That would have been kind of funny. I would have liked that, actually. It would have been not something necessary, but it would have been something interesting to show. I'm pretty sure we'll have plenty of misses soon. With staves in general. Wow, she almost 2-hit KO him. Kind of surprised about that. How much damage that she just did there. All right, one less monster we have to deal with. We're going to finish this guy off probably with the hammer. Yep, after he hits us twice. And this guy's only doing 8 damage. 7 because of our magical defense. Not really that big a deal. What is a big deal, though, is being able to go over to him right now and steal his fire tome. That's the reason why we did not try to KO him last turn. This guy now literally is unarmed. It's so hilarious that that is something that you can do in this game. And I love it. So we can finish this guy off here with the hammer. It's way overkill, but I'd rather just smack him with something than something like the hammer than waste something like the brave axe on him. Another HP. He's really wanting to get HP, apparently. Let's see. Anybody here have the okay. So Tanya can actually KO this guy. That'd be very nice. That's not something you usually see her doing. KOing an Armor Knight with an iron bow. Alright, level 5. Pretty good. We do have to finish this guy off here. I don't think Leaf can do it. Okay, he is only doing 4 damage with that. And he's only doing 10 damage with that. He's not even hitting twice, so no, Leaf cannot do it. So we do have to use Avel for this. It's unfortunate because we would like Avel to move up. But it's one of those, you just have to take it as you come. And then we can go ahead and finish off this guy, just so he's not in our way. Totally unnecessary. He could not gain a fire tome in any way, shape, or form throughout the rest of this chapter. So once we disarmed him, he was useless anyway. But hey, you know what? Experience points is experience points. And I am going to get all I can. We can put Ronan right here. Ocean right here. Alvin needs to move upward. Marty can stay downward. And then we can heal up Ocean. Awesome. So she'll have 2 targets to heal this over these next couple of turns. Let's see. We should be able to, yes we can, open up this door. And then we're going to take Tanya in here and rescue everybody except for Lucia. Lucia is not who we're going to rescue at this current moment. And then we'll also rescue Jubel. With that being said, we are going to move up with Dagdar and attack with the Iron Bow. It's a much better weapon than the short bow, like leagues and bounds. It's only 2 might, but it has better hit and better durability. So honest to goodness, in my opinion, I think it qualifies as being much better. And then we can move up Avel. We are making pretty good progress here. With all that being said, I think Tanya can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can move up with Ocean. We do want to capture, or not capture, rescue Romeo. I think I actually wanted to rescue Romeo before Jubel. Lucia and Jubel, you want to rescue them next. That's kind of sucks, but hey, you know what? We'll just move on. Wow, she actually adapted. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Avel. We needed that guy out of the way. By whatever means necessary. This experience points is not necessary for Avel, and it's not necessary for the rest of our team. It's just how things go. Especially on Paragon mode, where we have a lot more flexibility. We don't have to worry about using pre-promotes, though, if I'm being very honest with you, I am actually a far and away bigger fan of pre-promotes than I am of growth units. That's a hot take for most Fire Emblem players, I would say. Alright, so we can give. And then we can also give. Who am I cap? Okay, Carepray. That's nice. We can give Carepray to you. And then we can give Carepray to you. And then we can go visit Carepray's house. Master Carepray, thank God you're all right. I was sick with worry. The young master is a nobleman's ward and was coming to our village as a messenger, but got mistaken for one of our own children. You have my deepest thanks, but I've little else to give. Still, I imagine rescuing a child of Thracian nobility ought to pay off sooner or later. Yep, you don't get anything immediately for that one, but it will come sooner or later. All right. We're going to give you. And then Safi needs to move up, so let's move up with Ocean, just so he can stick around for healing. I'm not going to have him using or doing any kind of combat. This chapter is nearly finished when it concerns combat, so we're pretty well good on that front. Not that great of a level, but hey, better than nothing. Lithus needs to move up as well, and that's it. Alright, so now what we're going to do here is we're actually going to attack with the light brand at range. Hopefully we do damage. I don't think it matters, particularly, because we're not going to KO him in one shot with Avel's sword. Who do you think you are? You honestly believe you'll get away with this? Lobos, I think we're not only getting away, we're getting away scot-free. Dagdar can even help if we wanted. Well, actually, no, he kind of can't. He's not even doing any damage whatsoever. Wow, that's kind of wild. But we are attacking twice and even have a chance to crit with Avel, so. And we crit. Cool.
Oh, you fools! This doesn't end with me!
Well, Lobos, it might not end with you, but you're ended. Goodbye. See you later. Ooh, we got magic. Very nice. Very incredible. Like I was saying before, that's one of those stats that you do actually want on her if you know, obviously you can't choose that, but it is one of the stats you would like to have on her if you could. Alright, so who does you have? You have Jubel. Alright, we'll go down, and we'll take care of that. We want to rescue Romeo. And continue moving up with Safi. Alright, so Jubel goes down to these bottom houses. I think she's the bottom right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's really not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so we can put you right there. Right there, so yeah, so what we can do is we can get Romeo down there, and then we're going to get Lucia onto Finn. I always want Lucia on Finn last, because Finn is the one who needs to get that house. And with all that being said, let's see what we can do here. Capture Brave Axe. Okay, we're not even doing enough damage to capture. That's kind of wild. Do I need to attack? Let's see, he has 18. Wow. Alright, capture, Brave Axe. I'm actually going to hit 2, 4, 8 times, so this should be a guaranteed capture. Should be. Hoping so. It was. Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you, Dagdar, for your awesome work. So even the Bishop, who is probably the biggest threat on this chapter, is not a threat if you just know what you're doing. Just really, truly not a threat. Alright, so we're going to take Release. Awesome. That's even more incredible. Not necessary, but incredible, nonetheless. Alright, so what we can do... give... take... Aw, that's gonna be not very efficient, actually. It'll still work, but it's not very efficient. And we can just keep on keeping on. Safi wouldn't mind going up there and doing some healing. We have to go ahead and get Lucia. And give her over to Finn. And that's pretty much it. We're pretty well done with everything we need to, almost completely. We do have to visit Romeo's house and get the item back to Leaf. Oh, it can't be, Romeo. Safe and sound from the depths of me heart, I thank ye. For bringing me boy back single-handed, I'd like you to have this. This here ring's been handed down in me family for as long as I can remember. It's enchanted, it is. Take it, I insist. So we're going to be doing trade chains to get that back up to Leaf, because Leaf is going to be the one using that. And then we are pretty well done with this chapter. We just have some chests and doors and stuff like that to open, some items to manage. Alright, we get the Armor Slayer there. Just like the hammer, the Armor Slayer actually gets triple might, so that 10 might turns into 30 might when dealing with armored units. The hammer has 12, so it gets 36 might, which is kind of wild, but the problem with the hammer is that it has very bad accuracy. Alright, so what we want to do here is we want to trade this Brave Axe over to Leaf. For very important reasons. Let's see. We're going to give you the Iron Sword. We're going to give you the Hammer. And that's actually all the items we want to stay on Dagdar. With Lithus here, we actually only want Lockpick and the Hazul Scroll to stay on him. Avel wants nothing on her by the end of this chapter, and Leaf also wants the Lightbrand and the Brave Axe on him. Besides that, Finn would like a scroll. That's why we're taking Lucia down to the bottom. And Marty would like nothing on him, period. And Tanya has her perfect assortment of items as well. So we're pretty well close to being absolutely done with everything that this chapter has to do with, you know. Pretty well close. Good healing up. We can even bring Dagdar over for some healing. And keep on keeping on. Oh, that's nice. I love that. More movement stars. Thank you. So that Meteor 3-10 range tome. Only 9 might, but I mean, it's a long-range magic tome. It's pretty darn powerful. Good hit, too. But you need an A rank in fire to use it, so it's not like something you're going to see very often on your own particular units, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, so trade. Take that shield ring. We need to take it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can just keep on moving. Perfect. Yeah, so you want to do pretty good item management on this chapter because of certain things that are coming up. Like, for instance, I told you that this is the end of the Kerberos arc, which is the beginning of the game. The very next chapter is the beginning of the Munster escape arc, and that's considered largely the most difficult part of this game. And that's not even a joke. Like, it is the most difficult part of this game, in my opinion. The only things that I would say are as difficult as the Kerberos, or not the Kerberos, the Munster escape arc, is stuff like the final confrontations of the game, which is not stuff that you're going to have to worry about until obviously the final confrontations of the game, and you do have tools at that point to break the game open. Whereas the Munster escape arc doesn't really give you too many tools to do said breaking of game. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and visit this village with Jubel. Holy Heim, Jubel, you're safe! You gave me a real scare there. I'm so glad to see you safe. Whatever your reason, stranger, thank you for helping, truly. Now listen, me older brother is an Imperial soldier, but if you ever meet him, tell him what the Empire done to our youngest kin. His name's Dawson. Ain't a doubt in me mind he'd help you, so don't go forgetting it. Yep, don't go forgetting Dawson's name, because even though you don't get anything for this house immediately, Dawson is a unit you can recruit. And we kind of want to recruit him. Alright, so trade. Shield ring. Trade. Shield ring. And then Ronan can go give that shield ring to Leaf. So it's going to be 2 more turns before we finish up here. Doesn't really matter. I think we're on turn... Yeah, we're on turn 11, so we're actually making pretty decent time. We have 1 more house to visit. We have the shield ring to give to Leaf, and he has to use. And then we have just a little bit more items to get off of Avel, and then we're done with the chapter. We can seize pretty much right then and there. It's pretty great how this chapter works. If you know what you're doing, you can pretty well trivialize this chapter, and I kind of try to. Alright, so 2 extra defense for Leaf. He now has 6 defense. We do have a vendor here. I'm almost positive this sells just vulneraries, maybe a heal staff or whatever, but it doesn't sell anything else of note. I never open that place, so it's very difficult for me to know exactly what's in there. Now, one thing you do want to be very careful of is the items you leave on Leaf and Lithus. So you want the scroll, you want the lockpick, you want the light brand. Now, the 4th item is basically of your choice. You can take more on these 2, and you can even take less, but I highly recommend the 3 plus either the Brave Axe or the Flame Sword. Depending on your strategy going into the next several chapters, I believe the Brave Axe is a better tool because it allows a specific unit to become good who would otherwise not be. And that's really fantastic in my humble opinion. Oh, we need another turn anyway. So you kind of want to weigh those options. There is 1 unit in the next chapter who we get who would really like the Brave Sword, but he is not yet at Brave Sword rank. He's at C plus something. I think he's C plus 30, so he needs 20 weapon hits before he is capable of using the Flame Sword. Whereas we obtain a unit next chapter who has axes and can use axes, but doesn't have a good axe. And giving him the Brave Axe is just a better bet, honestly. So we're going to finally visit Lucia's house. Lucia, oh, me own girl, hale and hearty. Thought me heart would give out from worry it would. I can't begin to say how grateful I am to ye, stranger. Don't have much in the way of thanks, but mayhap this old parchment could be of some good to you. We've been puzzling over it for years, but what it does is beyond our ken. All we know is that merely holding it fills ye with tremendous vim and vigor, amongst other things. Hope it helps ye. I surely do. Well, you're welcome, lady. Always wanting to help. So we want the Baldur scroll to be on Finn. Oh, shoot. You know what I just realized? We actually want the short lance to be in the inventory. Yeah, so that's going to take an extra couple of turns, unfortunately. But we want the Baldur Scroll on Finn because when he rejoins us, because he's not going to be joining us next chapter, when he rejoins us, he is going to have to face some enemies with killing edges, and this blocks criticals. So this gives HP and strength, skill and speed, luck and defense plus 5%, which is pretty darn awesome in my opinion. We can get that over. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just be safe and say here is where he can reach. 6 from him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't even reach, can we? No, we can't. That's pointless. This is going to take a couple of turns, very unfortunately. The only thing we can do is try to supplement some people's movements. So Dagdar would need to go here. Leaf would go here. Yeah, this is really kind of unfortunate because... Alright, 1, 2, we can go down one more. It's really unfortunate because it's wasting time. That's all it really is doing. It's not really like we have to have this done at a certain time. Or I was right on that. That's pretty good. Actually, you know what? We're not even going to give this over to Marty because Finn is just faster. So we can move 2 spaces ahead. And that should mean, because Finn has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we can use Marty to help boost this movement. Alright, cool. We're going to be able to get that item into the supply next turn. So we didn't waste too many turns. Let's see. Trade. We want the short lance in the supply because Finn doesn't need it, A. And B, even if he did need it, he has better weapons. We do obtain a unit over the next couple of chapters who needs lances. She can't use them indoors, and we're going to be indoors for a little while. But when she can use lances, we have access to none unless we have some in the supply already. So this is just a smart thing to do, in my humble opinion. And there we go. Short lance is going in the supply. And we got, what, 3 movement stars that turn? That's pretty darn wild, actually. With all that being said, I want to thank you for joining me as we cut this episode short. If you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe depending on your platform. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.